Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to be confident on video and sound natural. Do you like my view? By the way, do you like your view? This is Kangaroo Point here in Brisbane, Queensland. Ta-da! How nice is that? This is like a sunset view. Also down here for rock climbing. Ooh, can you believe this actually exists in a city? But anyway, back to the topic at hand. How to be confident on video and sound natural. Let's hop to it. Step 1. Act like you're only talking to one person. I know normally when you go on video, it's kind of like, oh, maybe there are a lot of people watching, and when you feel like that, it's easy to kind of forget how to talk, how to sound, what language to use. But when you're thinking that you're only talking to one person, it's much easier to understand the language, the tone, the message that you're saying. Okay, let me just get you onto the tripod properly. Here's the thing. When it comes to speaking in front of the camera, we kind of think that there's going to be an audience automatically who's going to see the footage. And if you're not too sure who is in that audience, it's very easy to get intimidated. Especially if you're thinking that someone important or someone that you're kind of nervous around already as it is going to watch the video. That will turn on the nerves switch. My trick, think of the one person that you are super comfortable with talking to and think that that is the only person who's going to watch the video. When I first started, even though I knew what I wanted to say, I was not 100% confident with how I was going to say it because I didn't know who was going to watch my video. What I did was I stopped myself and I was like, okay, let me just imagine that the only person who's going to see this video is my best friend. And that made a world of difference because I was able to talk in just the normal way that I talk. I didn't have to worry about my language. I didn't have to worry about my body language. I didn't have to worry about being shy, looking like this, because my best friend doesn't care about those things. So my tip is imagine that only one person is watching it and this person is someone that you are comfortable with. So maybe that is your best friend, maybe that is your parent, maybe that is a student, maybe it's even just you. Want to see more views? Okay, let's go. The next tip, use dot points instead of a word-for-word script. Why? Well, dot points allow you to focus on the message, whereas a word-for-word script gets you to focus on the words. So get your dot points down, and then when you're a little bit lost, have a look through the dot point, continue speaking. Done. Faster. The next thing is press record on your camera before you're ready, and then start talking to the camera, because really, I feel like once you go, okay now, something on the inside switches on and the nerves kick in. Whereas if you go record and then you fluff around a little bit, get yourself ready, practice a little bit, like hello, welcome back to my channel. Hello, today we're going to be talking about this. Hello. It's not that serious. So when it's not that serious, there's less pressure. When there's less pressure, you can just be a little bit more like yourself. And therefore, when you're more yourself, you feel a lot more confident. Do you reckon? Talking to a camera can be extra awkward because you're looking at an inanimate object. Hello, welcome back to my channel. How have you been? But when you think about the person on the other end of the lens, like that one person that you're comfortable with, that you love having a chat with, things do get a lot easier. Guys, Brisbane River from a different angle. By the way, we have lots of these guys here in Queensland, here in Brisbane. This is a different looking, is it a bush turkey? And the next one is practice. And the next one is practice. And the next one is practice. I know that sounds like such a cliche. Like, of course, if you practice, you're gonna get better. But of course, if you practice, you're gonna get better. Once upon a time, I was very scared of public speaking. Like, very uncomfortable. I would talk super fast, or I would stutter, or I would just ramble because I was so nervous. And what I did to overcome that was I put myself in situations where I was forced to speak in front of a group. I mean, even 60 seconds felt like a really long time, but repetitively doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, you start to become desensitized. The nerves kind of go away because you become desensitized to the experience of doing something that normally brings you nerves. Think about your first day at work. Most of us, when we start a new job, there are a little bit of nerves, and then you go back to work, and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and then the nerves just dissipate. Everything becomes normal, and once everything is normal, you're just free to be you. Right now, I'm vlogging in public, which I was not always comfortable with, but after a few practice tries and the one time that I decided, you know what, this is what I do. I am a video blogger. I make videos. I'm going to have to do this everywhere, not just in my room, not just in my studio. It's gonna need to happen. Once I stepped into those shoes, things felt different. It's like I was taking it a little bit more, not a little bit, a lot more seriously. And when I started taking it seriously, the feeling changed. And when the feeling changed, it really allowed me to own it a lot more. Also, someone once told me, if you're worried about people judging you, don't worry, they will. Ha, how nice is this view? Don't tell me I don't take you places. The last tip is this. It's a little bit cosmetic, okay? When it comes to being confident in front of the camera is looking good, feeling good. You know, if you need to dress a specific way or you need to get to know your angles, that makes a big difference. I swear to you, it makes such a huge difference. For example, here's my good side. You're sitting on a lower angle at the moment, so maybe I'm looking taller than usual, but I know that my good side is over here and I stand to the camera like this. Like this. There's a camera, this is me. While you're here, I may as well reveal my not so great side. It's this one. But on that note about looking good, feeling good, ultimately, confidence really does come from within, but then you know, if you want to put those finishing touches on the outside, nothing wrong with that. Always remember that recording on video, well, if you start off by pre-recording, you can always delete it if you're not happy with it. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect right away. Many times in the past, I've found that my best footage is when I was just messing around. And then the real footage was not as good. No, just kidding. I mean, no, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. And that is the last tip. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Before I close up, let me give you one more look at this river and what I'm seeing right now. You can see a tree over here, and right in front of that tree is the other side of the city, the other side of the bridge. Let me show you. What you can see on the other side, so that bridge is called the Story Bridge. And let's zoom in slightly. I'm currently on the Nikon Z50. If you are wondering, how is this camera in such good low light conditions? Well, that's what it is. This area is called Howard Smith Wharves. That is pretty much a strip of bars and restaurants. There are some beautiful event spaces just over there. Just over there, some really beautiful event spaces. I'll take you there one day. Brisbane approaching nighttime. Isn't she stunning? I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, hello, please do. And if you have any comments or questions, please pop them in the comment section down below. Signing off from here at Kangaroo Point in Brisbane. See you in the next video. Do you want to see more views? Okay, let's jig it up a little bit. I know you normally give me the views. How about I give you the views? I think that is a great idea. Okay, let's do it. Next video.